Hi guys, that's me here, and I'm back to the top England football manager series, and as you can see today we play Everton at home in the Barclays Premier League. We do have Newcastle coming up midweek, I believe, away. It's the Capital One Cup semi-final, so I am really, trying to win that as we are in the semi-final. Might as well go for it, going for everything this season. So, bearing that match in mind, I've put out a slightly weaker team, but it's still a team that can easily win this match. It's Lloris in goal, Walker, Corker, Rami and Crescito, Hamsik, Sandro, Valencia, Bale, Adebayor and Falcao. And you think, if I didn't have all those other players, this team could, if say this was my strongest team, I'd say I could beat Everton with this, so there's no reason why I can't beat them. Having said that, they do have a strong team. There's, all the chance they might end our streak. I believe this will make it 80 games unbeaten in the Premier League, which is just insane. We just cannot lose in the Premier League. It's ridiculous, our run so far. We've lost obviously in the Champions League, FA Cup, Capital One Cups, so it's not like in all football we're unbeaten, but Premier League we just can't seem to lose. The worst we'll get, is a draw, and even then we normally deserve to win. So yeah, anyway, Bale now. Rami, I'm sorry, but corner is too overpowered in this game. This match did happen in real life. I don't want to ruin the score for anyone, but this should be up after match of the day. So it was 2-2. Sorry if I did ruin that score for you, but it was up after match of the day. So well, you really don't really have any argument really. I watched the game live, but yeah, Tottenham got a very early goal within the first minute, but Everton ended up probably being a better team actually, I would say. Apart from maybe the last 10 minutes, I'd say Everton were the better team overall, and the first minute obviously. But we've got that lead now. Donovan trying to play it through to Jovetic, but they got it back again. Corker mops it up and we managed to get it away, and now here we are on the attack. Falcao just running. Oh, shoots just wide. What a player he is, Falcao. And I just couldn't leave him out of this game. I thought, if we don't play well, Falcao and Bale are those players that will just win you the game, even if the rest of the team don't play well. They don't even have to particularly play well either. Sorry. But yeah, it's nice to see my I don't want to say reserve or backup players, but really my second team, if you like, get some more football. Players like Hamsik really don't deserve to be a second team player. Walker, pretty much anyone in my second team doesn't really deserve to be a second team player. But unfortunately they are, just because I was stupid and I bought way too many players, really, is the truth of it. Yeah, but I'm happy I've got a really good squad, and I'm happy I don't need to make any signings, and I'm happy that we can be beating Everton 2-0 within 9 minutes with pretty much our second team. So yeah, it doesn't really get much better than that, does it? Hamsik, nice little cutback from him, and then he smacked it into the back of the net. 2-0 now. Really looks like we're going to win this one. Bale whips it, and it's just gone over. But yeah, Bale and Falcao are two players now that just after this half time I'll be looking to bring off if it remains like 2-0 or even more goals. Just because really I want to keep them fresh for midweek, and I don't really want them playing too much more than an hour of football if really we can help it. Obviously I want to keep this unbeaten run going. That's why they started today, also because we have no other wingers at the club. We don't really have any other strikers, but we could play one up front, I guess. But I didn't really want to do that, as I wouldn't really sit with my team too well. So but yeah, we've been playing well so far. As long as we go through against Newcastle, I'm not too bothered. I'm pretty sure, if we played our second team against them, we could probably still beat them. I think it's just unlucky in the first leg, really. We probably should have beaten them, but whatever. This second team, they're really trying to make a name for themselves. In this, they want to break into that first team and be playing that Champions League football. Don't want to be sat on the bench away at Barcelona. They want to be on the pitch, especially players like Hamsik, who were key players at their last club. Falcao's not in the second team, is he? Players like Hamsik, and particularly Adebayor almost scores there. Particularly players like Sandro, who was a key player last season, but Vidal's come in, he's just done so well. And also people like Corker, they think, well, I'm already at a good club, but if I can get some first team football, I can really go on and be, you know, an absolute star for this club. And my planning is to return to Tottenham for my last season in the series after I've left, which will, I say hopefully be at the end of this season. I kind of want to stay, but at the same time, oh, Corker's been injured here. That's really bad. You know, it's another injury for the club. It's one I think we can deal with, though. Let's get Dede on, though, just to play the rest of this game. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. I want to return to Tottenham, but I want players like Phil Jones, David Alaba, Corker to be like some of the best in the world. Obviously, also Bale will be probably the best by then. Hamsik, you know, I want them to be like some of the best players in the world. I wanna take that next season off. Really, I prefer to take next season off to focus on England. Although I wouldn't mind doing another season in Tottenham if yeah, if we don't win the Champions League or and the Premier League. For me, we have to win the Champions League this season. I really, really want it. It's debatable whether I'll leave. You know, if we win the Champions League, I'm pretty much gonna leave. If we win Premier League and Champions League, I'm definitely leaving. If we only win the Premier League, I'm not quite sure about it then. You know, I really want to get another Champions League win for the club. Oh, Adebayor, you absolute legend, smacking it into the top corner. But yeah, I want to take a season off to focus on England before the Euros, try and win the Euros with England, and then I want to do a season, which I believe would take me. I want to do a one club season, maybe two. I don't know, for 2016-17, and then I would like to go to a different national team. If we win the Euros with England, then I'll resign from England, to be honest. You know, I've won them a tournament, but I don't want to be stuck in England for too long. I have won the World Cup with England in other saves I've done, you know, off of YouTube. So yeah, but you know, we may not, you know, win everything. You know, my plans may not go how I want them to. If it all goes perfectly, you know, oh, penalty here. Let's just wait for this. Adebayor's going to take it. Now that's strange because I'm pretty sure I put Falcao as my main penalty taker. But Adebayor's stepping up. He hasn't got a great record for me, but fingers crossed he can stick it in the back of the net. No! I'm really annoyed at how often players miss penalties. It is really frustrating. We are 3-0 up, so I'm not going to go on about it too much, but I'm just going to put it in there, out there. It is very, very frustrating. And now Rami, as a result of that, remember, has gotten away with it, thank God. But yeah, if all goes to plan for me in my career, you know, I win everything this season. You know, I win the Euros with England. Then I go to a different club. I don't know what clubs will be available, so I can't tell you my aims there. Then hopefully we can pick up Italy and win the World Cup with them, or you know, a team like that. Maybe Belgium, but I don't know. FIFA, yes. Football Manager, I'm not quite sure if I want to go to them. Maybe Brazil. Still, again, debatable whether I go to Brazil. Germany obviously can't manage in Football Manager, which is quite frustrating. So I wouldn't mind doing Germany. There aren't too many other national teams, but I would like to win the World Cup. You know, I want to be known as the best manager ever. So I've already won that Champions League. I've already done everything pretty much at the club level. I would like to go manage abroad, maybe win La Liga with either Barcelona or Real Madrid, maybe get Atletico or Valencia or a club like that. Maybe Sevilla, although I don't like Sevilla that much. Don't know what it is, I just don't like them too much. Oh, Adebayor hits the crossbar. So Adebayor has scored a goal, missed a penalty and hit the crossbar. He could have had a hat-trick today. Should have had a hat-trick, I should say. Should be scoring penalty, and that header probably should go in, to be honest. But yeah, just trying to think though, what other national teams are there? France, I don't think I could win the World Cup with them. Uruguay, Argentina would be very interesting, particularly as the World Cup would be like Messi's, closing off his career. I don't think they've won it. I don't think they won 2014. I'm sure you can all remember. Well, I'm not sure you can remember, but I'm sure a couple of you may be able to remember who won the World Cup in 2014 in this save. I personally can't. Let's make some substitutions though. We are winning quite comfortably, so I'm going to get Falcao off. I'm going to get Bale off. In a minute, I'm just going to make that substitution. Wait for it to actually go. Then we'll move Hamsik out to the left and bring on Fellaini. Yeah, but I'm trying to look down my list of players of and look at their countries, there isn't really anyone who, you know, I think I could easily win the World Cup with. I don't really want to be going into a World Cup and getting knocked out with a team like Wales or something. You know, so let's get Bale off. Hamshik can go on the left. There we go. So yeah, but I'm very much open to option. There are other teams out there, you know, teams. Portugal, obviously again Ronaldo will be around the end of his career. Certainly, he may have even retired from internationals at that point. Sorry, I forgot to unpause it. And some of the corner. So yeah, this episode has just been me talking about what I think my future may hold. You know, obviously, if I was a real manager, I wouldn't be talking about leaving Tottenham or anything. But this is to you guys, just to let you know exactly what, you know, I think I'm going to do. If you have any, you know, any clubs you would really like me to keep an eye on, or if they pop up, go. Yeah, I know, you know, there are a couple of fans, you know, who would want me to go to their clubs. Certainly, I know there's a Manchester United fan who always says, whenever I win a trophy, he's like, "Oh, I've won that 3 times," and I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." So I think I'm gonna have to go to Man United and prove him that I am actually better than him. But yeah, whatever. It's all, you know, it's all a bit of fun, really, isn't it? But yeah, whether I go to Manchester United, I don't know whether I could join another English team unless it's Liverpool. I don't support Liverpool. I would really like to do a series with them at some point. Not necessarily for a long time, maybe just for a season. I was hoping they'd get relegated so that I could take them over, but unfortunately they didn't. Because I really would like to get them back into the back up to the Champions League level from Championship. Anyway, that's the end of the match. 3-0. Almost match of the daytime now. I've got about 8 minutes, so this should be okay. Just completely dominated the match. 60% possession. Had 20 more shots on them and 15 more on target. Oh, and Man City lost to Liverpool, so thank you, Liverpool, for that. That puts us 7 points clear now. We are still in January, so not to get too ahead of ourselves. Bale got man of the match as well, which is always nice. But yeah, not really too much to talk about in terms of the table, apart from the fact that we're 7 points ahead. I'm going to take a quick look at it and just glance over it, go through it. I haven't done that for a couple of episodes now, so I want to just check out who's bottom and stuff. That's just me scratching my, jeans. Now, might also check out the Championship and I've just completely gone blank. And see who's getting promoted, that's what I wanted to say. My mind just completely went blank there. So yeah, Man United got the win. Kagawa, I love Kagawa in real life, and I actually haven't used him on this game. FIFA, I quite like him. Kagawa is a brilliant player in real life. I can't believe Manchester United don't use him more. Really, again, Cardiff playing another team low down, but they lost this time. This time Brighton won against another team low down on the table. Newcastle getting a draw. Nothing really hugely standing out apart from Manchester City losing. So let's go take a look. Now, yeah, it's really Cardiff, Reading, Forest and Brighton down there. Norwich and Villa might get dragged into it. I think Wolves will be safe enough. They seem to be quite good in Football Manager games. Everton really should be safe, really, shouldn't they? But these teams could be in for relegation battling. Wolves, I just don't know about at the moment. You know, I just don't know enough about them in Football Manager 2013. I know 2012 they're a brilliant team. Bale with 27 assists. Are you shitting me? How is he not Player of the Year? 27 assists. 37 in all competitions. And he's only played 31 games. He doesn't score all that many. But, you know, he gets more than an assist a game on average, you know. Which is insane. So now we want to take a look at the Championship, don't we? Wigan the top. That's always nice for me to see. I really like Wigan. QPR second. You kind of expect that with the money they've got. Southampton, Bolton, Leicester and Blackpool also up there, and Huddersfield and Hull probably won't make the playoffs, but they could do. Battling relegation really is just teams, nothing too surprising there. League One, again nothing too surprising in League One. League Two, Shrewsbury just got relegated. battling there. Crawley, who they got relegated. I didn't think they'd get relegated with the money they do have available, but I guess it's not like Man City or anything, but it's quite a lot for the lower leagues. See how Hereford are doing. 4th. Hopefully we can win the playoffs. Hereford's actually a team I would like to go and manage at some point in this series. They have got a few players of mine on loan. Let's see how they're doing. Probably the most highly valued, yeah. Harry Kane's the one. I'm sure he's doing well, surely. He's only played 6 games. He's not doing that well though, is he? Wow. He's played 6 games and only scored 2 goals. I would have thought at least 4 from 6. How about Zapata Caicedo? He's played in 12, but 7 of those are off the substitute bench. Not looking too good for my players, is it? Alexander McQueen was the other one. He's played 8 games and he's not playing particularly well either. So the players I've actually loaned them. Not actually doing too well. Actually, McQueen there had a loan spell however before. Didn't do particularly well, only played 1 game. Very strange. Nathaniel Jarvis, is that the one who played for Birmingham? No, played for Cardiff, okay. But yeah, overall not looking too good for them. My players out on loan there. Speaking of players out on loan, I'm just going to get you up to date. By the way, Villa's going to be joining Espanyol at the end of the season. Great for him. Speaking of players out on loan, there have been a couple of players to leave on loan recently. So since the January transfer window started, we've got rid of Grant Ward, this guy who was moaning about not getting first team football. That's shit. So I just thought, get rid of him. He's not going to be anything great. Martin Kelly left Manchester United for 8 million, just weren't using him, didn't need him, so might as well get some money in. Owen Murray, let's see if he's actually played any games for Swansea. He hasn't yet, but he's only been gone for what? Yeah, just over a week. Alfredo Cordon at Blackburn, he's already played 3 games, great for him. Louis Black at Cardiff, he's played 2 games, good for him, he's played decent as well. Miguel Moya joined Racing, hasn't had time to play a game I imagine yet, and he definitely wouldn't have had time to play a game. I wouldn't, actually might have done, no. But anyway, that's the end of this episode. I've really got to wrap up now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.